We'll go ahead and start recording now.
You start recording now.
Meow, right? Meow.
Meow.
"22 seconds." It's like what? Waiting for Call of Duty match to start.
Yeah, right.
I really should have shaved for this show.
Why?
My mustache tickles.
I mean, name of my new band.
My mustache
No,
tickles.
just mustache tickles.
Oh, guess what? We're ready to start.
Are we?
Yeah, we're ready.
Are we ready?
We are ready. Are you ready?
The worst impression I've ever heard in my life.
Shut your fucking hole.
Michael what?
Michael, your mom.
Weston? No. WCW
Weston, listen to
announcer.
you.
Michael.
Ironside.
No. He was the announcer for WCW.
The bald guy?
No, the guy that came in the ring, had the deep voice. This match is scheduled for one
I
fall,
have no idea. I
Michael.
can tell you his face. I have no idea what his last name is.
Because you're fucking stupid.
Fuck
Tenay.
you.
Tenay.
Michael.
Buffer.
Thank you.
I googled it. I feel special.
Dumbass.
Dumbass. Are we ready for this?
Fully two already in
Ask
jail.
him. He's the one reading an AMA.
Okay, Will's reading the AMA. I know Caleb's gonna hop in about half an hour or
it's
so.
Fusion's here.
I was reading comments about
Fusion, what is up, Fusion? Didn't think anyone was here. This is our 50th episode. Don't tell anyone.
Big 5-0. 1 year. Sort
That's
of.
craziness.
Am I taking crazy pills?
Mike Tenay. Why does Mike Tenay sound familiar?
He was also WCW, but I don't
Was
know
he?
what he was.
I think Mike Tenay's that bald dude with the mustache.
Do
I mean, Gene
You
Deckerhoff.
have the time.
It's
to
this guy.
listen
It's this
to
guy.
me rhyme. Oh, Mike Tenay. Okay.
TNT
Yeah, I remember him.
something or other lockdown.
No. Fuck all that shit. Joey Styles. Oh my God!
The fuck was
Sound
that?
like Paul.
Do you not remember
Paul Hannigan.
ECW?
Sound
No.
like Paul Hannigan.
Who the hell's Paul Hannigan?
Woo!
Paul Heyman?
Paul Heyman. Where's Hannigan from?
I don't know. You're an idiot.
I'm a fart.
The WCW's Drew Vision Jim Ross. Did he have a stroke and can only talk out of the side of his mouth after?
Woo!
Oh my God! He killed him! He killed him!
Oh my God!
Oh my
The
God!
rattlesnake took him
He
down.
killed him.
I don't. Oh my God!
He's stunning anything that's moving tonight, folks.
Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
He kicked out. He kicked out.
Did you listen to episode 316?
No.
You fail.
What is episode 316?
I'll play it, but you know what? No,
Link to Tiny Tiny needs a link.
We put a link. Pay attention, Kai.
Ho
He can't hear you, dumbass.
train.
That's
Oh,
why I'm
dude,
talking shit now.
Do you remember that?
What?
The Ho Train?
Yeah, the Godfather.
Ho Train.
Previously Papa Shango.
I heard Yoka. What's his name? Yokozuna?
What about Yokozuna?
Zuna. Yeah, he's in the new game.
He's been dead.
I know.
Is that coming out for PC? Because I might actually buy that for the PC.
I doubt
don't
it.
think so.
I've never
PS,
seen,
is it coming
I've
to the
seen
P-
like
I saw Xbox 360 and PS1.
Do you know Shawn Michaels was in NWO?
For like a brief, like flash of a.
I don't know.
here it is.
I got into some stuff recently.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
I was reading some old wrestling stuff and found out.
You wash your mouth out. Stone Cold saved the business. What are you talking about? Sucks.
I don't know about Save the Business.
Until The Rock came along,
I think they could have done.
I
decent.
think it was a combination of things.
Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
He's gonna kill him. I was like, "Where's the security at? Where's the security?"
Texas Rattlesnake just laid the smackdown on Vince McMahon. That was more.
Episode 316 of one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the Texas
I don't
Rattlesnake, Justin Davis. The Stone Cold Stunner, Vincent Genio, Beyond, and nobody else. Damon Hackett might join us. Colin's too busy. Goldfarb got too much work. They missed a hell of an episode. It's Podcast Beyond 316, and so we gotta be like Stone Cold.
Oh, that was great.
That was a decent Jim Ross impression.
Pretty good. In my head, I still got the opening sequence to No Mercy in my head.
All right. Tick, tick, tickety, tick, tickety dog.
Dog.
Are we ready to go? Ready to go?
I guess so.
We have 3 viewers. 3 viewers for our 50th
3
episode.
viewers for 1 year. That's
Not
0.25 viewers for every month that we've been
if
doing
you cut
this.
them up, yes. By the way, Will, I had a tattoo idea. Not really an idea. I saw it online. Some guy lost his toe.
Yeah.
And he got a tattoo that says "Went to Market."
That's fantastic.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Jericho, break the walls down. That was more Metalocalypse than.
Did you
Jericho.
see his MA? You probably didn't because you know he had AMA on Reddit like earlier this week. I want to say.
Jericho, Chris Jericho.
Hey, Jericho was at AMA on Reddit. It's pretty good too.
He's on a BattleBots show now.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get started. We're about 12 minutes late. We're gonna shoot for 9:15. We'll just recess until then. I apologize. But we gotta work our kinks out first. Can't do it during the show.
So are we good on mics and all that?
Yeah, everything appears to be fine.
We need to do an old school wrestling podcast. I'm telling you.
It's doable. I might not be able to chime in as often as I'd like, but what would we call it? NWO
Old school wrestling podcast.
podcast.
I
Old
think
school.
What made the wrestling back nice so good was that WCW and WWF or WWE. Whatever.
How about good old
were fighting
wrestling?
each other, but they were both had to put out a great product until WCW choked a big dick by making David Arquette a world champion. But I think that the dynamic between the two different companies was what made both shows great because they had NWO was one of the greatest. Was
Okay,
some of
don't
the
waste
greatest.
material, guys. I'm just saying, if you really want to do a podcast, plan out what you're going to talk about because we can't just go random shit. I don't
Really,
think.
you can?
Me and Corey can make some random shit in wrestling, man.
Fine, go random. I don't care. It's cool. I'll jump in whenever I can. You'll be like,
I'll pull out the old VHS and we'll just do commentary on old school Raw episodes.
oh, that would be
I think the
badass.
coolest thing ever was when Stone Cold had the beer truck.
That's an hour right there. We could. Well, it's 2 hours really, but we could just do like
Snip.
commentary on what's going on. Like, holy shit, Kane with the mask and long hair, and apparently he's fucking a bride. Of course.
This is the test.
Stone Cold Steve Austin says, "What? What? What?" Sorry, that was horrible.
I really wish we could have seen a Goldberg Austin
Hey,
in the
FN,
prime.
like I said, we like to delve into the old school wrestling, and I mean old school because it's not old school, but like the Attitude Era, because we were all fucking into it, and now we've kind of all fallen out of it. We still love it.
I watch every once in a while. Like if I like when The Rock came back, I think it was one literally he had like 40,000 people in the Palm Stand. That was one of the greatest like comeback talks I've ever seen because like bad guy, heel, face. I mean nobody like Rock. I don't know. I think he's probably one of the greatest entertainers we've ever seen because he's so good at it. Just talking. I mean, like,
That and he can control a lot of people
yeah.
with his voice. With his
Charismatic.
sexy voice. Yes, charismatic. His charisma is
Charismatic.
150.
He's charismatic.
It only goes up to 100, so it's 150. Yeah. No. Okay.
Kintai wants us to talk about Killer Instinct. It's a video game.
Let's talk about
fighting
Killer
video
Instinct. Okay, well, we went to Orlando apparently to play Killer Instinct, unknowingly to us, and we still didn't get to play it. So 2.5 hour drives, 2 hours? No, it was 3 hours.
It was bad because we got to meet Major Nelson, but
Yeah, we
Not
got to
be-
meet
not be able-
Major Nelson. He was cool.
not be able to actually hold the controllers or anything.
We didn't get to hold a controller, no. Man, that's so long ago. I feel like I'm having deja vu.
Thinking back, I should have like walked over to the guy and pushed him out of the way, be like, dude.
9:15.
It is past 9:15, second wise.
I think I understand is like why was Killer Instinct like leaving?
I
that
need
day
a-
and all going away. Or
I need a thing saying that I'm starting in like X amount of seconds because I was ready to start, and then you're like blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, I'll wait. Fuck off.
I'm gonna beat you with this tablet.
I'd like to see you do the intro.
Okay. No, I don't want to do it.
Fine, I fucking do it. I'll do it.
So we starting now?
I need a timer. God damn it. You know what? They probably have an app for it. Just put it up on the wall. And just, we could shoot 60 frames per second with that thing. Anyways, never mind. I see.
You mean like an on-air version? Like an on-air sign? Don't disturb.
Yeah, no, we do need that for out there too, though. Just be like recording. And put it
Yeah.
right here too. That'd be awesome. They'd be like, "What are they doing in there? We're recording. Shut the fuck up."
That is annoying when they interrupt us all the time.
It's over 9,000. Oh,
So how about that time change?
I'm sorry, I was stuck in that last hour. You know, I just caught up with me. The time change.
Yeah. This is kind of strange.
Ooh, more gains.
I wish it's the 1 year anniversary.
We should
More
at
games?
least one shot.
Okay, one shot. One shot.
That ain't
We're starting at 9:20.
9:20. Recess till 9:20. It doesn't matter. There's only 3 people watching live.
It's the 1 year anniversary. They can hang out. We're celebrating with 3 people. 1 year, 3 people. Woo!
That's why we're gonna drink ourselves.
I'm drinking for pity and for a celebration. Ew. Oh my god.
Oh my God, Becky!
Look at her butt.
It is so big.
Like one of those rap stars' girlfriend. I am.
Yeah, just dry them out. We'll eat them. Just try.
Ew!
Why don't you dehydrate those, please?
Kai, I've seen your Facebook post. I know you're not doing anything.
Captain Morgaines for. We still didn't fix the damn name. I apologize. This thing just inhibits drinking. Sorry. And this thing just looks done. Everybody looks. All right.
That's more than a shot, man.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh my God, Corey. You gotta drive later.
Fuck yeah. Let's do this. Will. It's not a bottle. I mean, it is, but it's not.
I drank twice as long as him.
Will. Oh, jeez. It's not a contest. One more on me. I'll be good to go.
I probably shouldn't drive home now.
I gotta
Only-
be at 6 o'clock in the morning, so.
Only. Only. Stop coming out of my mouth when I talk. That's right. Water is my chaser. Captain Morgaine.
Sounds good to me, Kai. I have a feeling I'm gonna start feeling that soon. I need some pierogies! Need food!
Corey.
Hello. Hi there. Welcome
What?
to the OTR
mic?
podcast.
Oh, that's right. People are listening.
I am your host.
Are we still going?
No, we're not going. I'm just
Okay. It's 9:20 just now.
Just fucking around. Hello and welcome to the OTR podcast for November 5th, 2013. This is episode 50. Holy shit. Also, our 1 year anniversary 1 year ago this night. Will and I started this podcast. Sorry, Corey, you came along. Episode 3. We'll celebrate that in 2
I was
weeks.
offered. I was just too lazy.
Will, did we ever expect to come this far?
No, good looking back on it now, like, we were trying to talk and it was reverb in my ears to make me talk like a retard because I could hear myself talking through my ears.
Is that why you started off with "I'm Bob the Titanic"?
Because it's like a split second delay, so when you're talking, you're like.
Or how about some GTA 5 love and some tennis love and some other love?
Borderlands?
Where James can't stop saying the word love for
Man
some
love.
reason. Man love. Man love is always good. Bro love. Bro love.
Sky love.
But anyways, Will, what have you been playing this week?
That's all we're doing for the 1 year. No recollections on our
I thought it was down a little bit.
It's further down, and I have ideas, so it'll be a little bit, maybe a little bit longer of a
Fine,
podcast, but
fine,
we'll see.
Fine.
Don't forget that Caleb may be able to jump in, although no, he won't because we're not doing a hangout. I don't know how I'd get him in. Excuse me. Ooh, that came out of fucking nowhere. I apologize. Yeah, we'll talk about things throughout the show, I'm sure, or afterwards. Will.
I haven't had a chance to play a lot today this week because I had inventory and I.
So you didn't play much this week, but what did you play earlier today?
Call of Duty Ghosts, which is it's a lot of fun. It's just I haven't played a FPS in like probably like a month or so, so I had to get used to playing that again. And the maps are interesting. I'm really looking forward to the PS4 version because I'm not saying that the graphics are bad. It's just they're a little different from what I remember seeing.
They're definitely current gen.
Yeah, definitely current gen. Definitely current gen.
Yeah, I noticed it right away. Like, it looks like you're playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the original. Not the
Yeah, it
original.
doesn't look like there's been any advancements in the engine whatsoever on the current gen, in my personal opinion.
Yeah,
Same thing
it's
with
kind of
Madden, that's
disappointing,
why I
but I
wanna get
can't
it.
wait to see it on the next gen console.
Well, we've already seen side-by-side comparison on video, which granted it's only video, but it doesn't, to me, it doesn't look like leaps and bounds. It's kind of like it looks relatively better.
They fixed up the colors, and there's not as many jaggies as far as I could tell. Will you? So you've been busy all week long, and
Yeah, I played a little bit of GTA. That was about it. But I've been crazy busy with fucking inventory at work and shit.
yeah. What about you, Corey? What have you been playing this week?
I've playing Batman some more, trying to play with that a little bit. To be honest with you, it's not sucking me in like the original game did.
Mm-hmm.
So I might be moving on to something else very soon. I too played Ghosts for one match and gave up after I went with 3:16. I don't know. I think I'm first-person shootered out, especially Call of Duty. I just didn't have any kind of joy playing it like when I first started playing it long ago. Now it's just like it's just something to do. I don't have any drive to continue playing, so I think I'm done with that series for now. At least the multiplayer. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna move on to next. I might pop in Assassin's Creed 3, so by the time I get a next-gen system, I can jump on Assassin's Creed 4, which doesn't look great to me either. I don't know.
Dude, have you seen, like I was talking about last week, but I've seen plenty of trailers following videos and like on NFL.com and stuff like that, and the graphics look subpar. Like, I mean, like on their advertisements for like the actual, I don't understand it.
The thing is I think what it is for right now, Corey was saying it earlier, that the graphics for this next-gen console, when they first come out, are going to be close, maybe slightly better than what our higher-end games look like right now.
But in that sense, I mean, just historically, by what we've seen with next-gen systems, you noticed an immediate jump from the best that they could handle to something different. Like Call of Duty 2 on the Xbox 360 was leaps and bounds above Call of Duty 2 on the Xbox original. So this situation, it's like, I think it's gotten to the point where it's so good that how much better can it get kind of deal.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty good stuff from like Destiny
Killzone?
and
Even
Killzone.
Killzone to me didn't look, I mean, it looked good, but
That looked beautiful.
it looked beautiful, but I don't think it was something I would have looked at and been like, oh, next gen. I could see that potentially being.
I could not
see on
see
your
that.
screen on your actual screen because it's a recording. But once you see on your big ass screen TV with 1080p,
It
with
might be,
60
yeah.
frames per second,
Again, I think it might be because that's a first-person shooter, and I didn't have any drive or I didn't have any thought to play that game because it didn't look fun.
Fusion. I'm going to have to say that
no.
Call of Duty will continue to sell year after year just because people keep buying it. Until people aren't given a reason to buy it anymore, it's going to keep going.
I enjoy playing Call of Duty. I do.
I agree with
So do I.
is Call of Duty reaching the end, maybe in the terms of it being the top dog in the first-person shooter industry, yes. Battlefield's going to take over, in my opinion.
Well, yes and no, because there are two, like James was saying before, there are two different gameplays.
There are two different gameplays, but I'm saying they're constantly compared. I mean, that's obvious.
You can't
Yeah, but you can't compare those
Battlefield
two.
to
The
Battlefield
two
1942,
companies compare
Battlefield.
to each other all the time.
They do, but the
You
thing is,
can-
they're two different
Hell,
things.
Call of Duty was called the Medal of Honor Killer. That was its project name before it even came out. Those were two pretty different games.
Where's Medal of Honor now?
That's what I'm saying. It worked, but I'm saying
It worked.
it was obviously it worked. Medal of Honor's gone.
No, but I mean, if they can keep just adding a little bit more to each one. It's like Apple. All they're going to do is keep adding little features onto the software.
See,
and
I don't mind 100%. I don't mind that because I still enjoy playing. It's not like
people are like, I'm all Call of Duty out, but you know what? I've skipped at least Black Ops 2,
yeah, I skip Black Ops,
and I feel much better about doing so.
Yeah.
Honestly, Black Ops 2, the multiplayer felt a lot better than what Ghost did, but that's just on one match, so I don't know if I
Yeah.
can really say. But
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Well,
post.
it's to me, it's like always with, like new games. You get over I'm looking at it now like, what the fuck is all this shit? But then like in like a week later, you're like, oh, this that's that, and this is what you gotta do for that.
yeah, but the thing is, I'm not excited playing it.
I was excited. I was fucking having fun playing that shit.
Like
The thing is,
I love
Modern
playing,
Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, I was like goosebumps, like midnight launch, I gotta go play it immediately, and then I play Ghost, I'm like, eh.
No,
Like
no,
Black
well,
Ops,
see,
nah.
I love playing. On
We're jaded,
maps I
that's
have
the
no idea
thing.
where I'm at because it's. I think it's funner because you don't know what you're doing because you don't have no idea what's going on the map because you never played it before.
yeah, and I think Corey's a little jaded. I mean, he probably played way too many hours of Call of Duty. I mean, not compared to Will, obviously, but he will keep playing.
750 hours.
But for me, I just love first-person shooters, and I don't know if I'll ever get tired of them. But also, you know, I have very good memories of playing with Will and with a couple of guys from work on the last gen stuff. But anyways, I can't wait to get some more hours into it. I'm gonna sink some hours into it this week since there's a weekend.
I'm more
since
interested in
there's
a single player, but
double
I think I'm
XP.
the only person on the planet Earth that wants
That's
to
not
play
true
Call
at
of Duty
all.
for
I'm
single
not-
player.
No.
I'm not touching single player until I get it on next gen.
Was
Because
it
your
was
games-
Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 with the White House scene?
That was three.
That right there, I think it was that was one of the.
Yeah, it would have been great if they didn't ruin it in the goddamn commercial for it.
Yeah.
See, I don't think I saw that one because
Good, because they ruined every big set piece
That
in that
was-
game in the
they do
fucking
that.
trailer.
that was the funnest and most challenging, especially on veteran. Sorry,
Vintner.
whatever it is.
Vintner.
Funnest and challengest thing I've had to do in a Call of Duty thing so far. Because I mean, like it was
Mile High Club, sorry.
up to that point.
Yeah.
Because
Mile High Club was in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, was it not?
4,
The
yeah,
Mile High Club. Yeah.
that was a 4.
So
Never mind.
yeah, don't think about it.
I'm not
for
going to
too
go
long.
into it.
Blood will come shooting out of your nose.
Wasn't for that horse, I wouldn't have gone next year in
Wouldn't have
college.
spent that extra year in college.
And your friends over there studying the rate plan, but they don't get a cell phone because
So,
they don't understand the rate plan.
You know what's great about,
No, I don't. What?
about this past year? We were just re-listening to our first episode, and what we were talking about, GTA 5. What's our first story on? GTA 5. A year later, we're still talking about GTA 5.
Yeah, but this is probably a little more legit information than what we had.
That's
back
very
then.
true. Don't ever listen to what we said on episode 1. Actually, you can't, because it doesn't exist online anymore, apparently. Except for maybe on like SoundCloud.
We'll release it as a special edition extra when we're huge and big and rich and famous.
right.
And we have to charge you to watch our show.
So GTA 5 is getting some DLC here shortly. Early November, it says, and it's called what? Life's a Beach.
Yep.
And it looks like so far all I can see is there's possibly some new vehicles.
It's new vehicles, some new activities, some new clothing, masks, hair options, facial hair options. It's just more of an expansion to
But
the existing stuff. It's
what's
nothing.
with GTA 5 online? What's the draw there anymore? I played it a couple times. I had fun, but I didn't feel like, oh, I have to keep playing this.
Well, again, you might be out of it too, but I see the draw in it, and that
Yeah.
you get to play on there especially if you go on there with friends. It's a lot more fun to just go around and fuck around and do whatever.
I think the problem is I played it, and now I'm so, I don't know, excited for the PlayStation 4 that everything else is kind of just not that great in
I
comparison.
think I burned myself out. I played a little bit too much of it, so I'm kind of taking a break now. The Life's a Beach sounds cool. It's free content from what I understand, so it's not
Yeah.
going to be costing you anything, which is cool.
Did anybody ever get their 500,000?
I haven't checked yet, but I heard
It's
that
supposed
they
to be
put
this
it
week,
out.
so I'm not guaranteed. I bet it's probably going to be like Thursday or Friday because that's when the updates, because that's when 1.05 or whatever is coming out. Update.
I don't know.
1051 or 151, something like that?
Yeah, whatever it is, 10.5, whatever it is. That's
Whatever.
It's supposed to come out with that.
We're not a software
101.05.
podcast.
Sorry.
Smooth jazz.
WSJT. No one
94.1. Oh, Delilah. Sorry. Okay.
Nope.
So I forgot to say once again what I was playing this week. I don't remember what game I finished up. What did I? Oh, I didn't finish up anything, did I?
Nope.
But I did start playing Heavy Rain, and I'm liking it so far. I was not expecting to see the nudity without a cheat. That was interesting.
You can see much more.
Yeah, I thought that was a glitch, but I guess apparently not. It's part of the story. You get to see tatas.
Oh, you can see more. I'm
You
serious.
see more without a cheat?
You can play as the person completely nude.
Awesome. I can't wait to play that
From
cheat.
that scene, the shower scene. Yeah, it's a glitch that you can do that you can walk around as her completely, and it's like full body scan down there. Woohoo! Everything. So you can walk around your room just completely just nude.
Awesome. Gonna have to look up that cheat now.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I've been playing that, trying to depress the hell out of myself apparently because kids dying all over the place. Whatever.
Huh?
He lost his kid.
Who?
The guy in Heavy Rain,
Oh.
which I saw coming. But speaking of which, little thing I saw. I don't know if I put that in the notes or not. But saddest moments in video games. Has a video game ever made you cry?
Gears of War 2. When Dom finds his wife.
Damn! Fuck you. Yeah, I forgot about that. Honestly.
Why did you play Gears 3?
Oh my no! That right there was the worst thing ever.
Oh, let's preface this with a spoiler alert before we go any further. So if you haven't played Crawl 2,
because when he first finds her, like, oh cool, he found her. She seems to be okay, and then like when it cuts back, you're like, oh my god.
Red Dead had some moments
Yeah.
that made me want to cry.
The two most recently that I can think of is Uncharted 3, and I'm probably the only one.
Nope.
I saw Sully. I saw the Sully and
Yeah. I wanted to
you,
cry
you'll
there
still
too.
you'll still be surprised. Trust me.
Let
Will.
me know when it's over.
It's
okay?
over. You can tap.
You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still gonna be surprised by it when it happens. So don't worry.
Okay.
And then what was my other answer? I don't fucking remember now. There was another one. But anyways,
Mass Effect had some good moments.
yeah, I never really was close to crying man tears or anything.
I can't.
I still think Gears of War 2 is the one for me. That was the saddest shit. Because that's the only thing he was fighting to get his wife back, and then like when he finally finds her, they've totally fucked her up, and like he has to kill her.
Yeah.
He has to put a bullet. It's like wow. You're like
I agree. Uncharted, I think would be one of the best ones. I'd have to think about that a little bit more. I can't think any offhand, but I know there's some moments where I had to put the controller down and go and wipe my face off with a paper towel.
I know what my other recent one was. The Last of Us.
Yeah.
yeah,
The first 15 minutes?
yes.
Oh yeah.
I remember watching that online. I was like, oh dear God.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was rough.
Yeah, that was
rough.
rough.
But we made it through, and yeah.
I still say the promo music with the Vochka for the Gears of War is the best promo music / trailer for a video game ever. Right there.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't, bar none, I have not seen a video game trailer with music and whatever was when they were going down, and the meaning of the words of the song fit perfectly with the trailer.
Call
too.
of Duty made me worry, not to the point of crying, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 when
Ghost?
spoiler alert, when Soap dies.
Yeah. God damn it!
You've been with him for 2 games. It's like the only character I remember besides Captain Price, and I mean Call of Duty. If I remember a person's name, I'm attached.
Well, no, it's Ghost.
What about
too.
Ghost?
Got killed when they
Ghost.
were like, oh, we survived.
That one bothered me when Ghost died, but I think Soap dying was kind of
Yeah.
like a whoa.
Yeah, because
the first thing we ever
yeah.
did was play as Soap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you fucking kidding me?
One of the very few things that Call of Duty can actually do in their single player games, anyway, other than completely confuse.
Well,
you.
I still like the. I guess the most shocking would be when you find Price. I think that was one of the coolest things too. Like first prisoner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Soap.
Gotta go to the gulag.
The companion cube from Portal.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, somebody made a cartoon about
I
that.
posted it. Yeah, I showed you.
Okay, yeah. So there was like people inside.
That was a really fucked up thought.
Yeah,
I was
it was.
That totally makes sense too. It's kind of creepy.
So Titanfall, we found out over this last week that Titanfall is not a timed exclusive. It is 100% exclusive to Xbox 360 and
still
a
isn't
PC.
a big deal to me because I can get it on PC. It's not a big deal.
I think it is for people who are console gamers.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not. See, Titanfall is a great idea, but to me, the game you can play as a robot. It doesn't really
Mech.
a mech, but it's a robot. Still a robot.
It's really
Technically-
fast. The mechs are really fast too.
But it's just something that's not. It's not. If that really excited me, I would have gone for Xbox One. But it doesn't excite me.
Some of
Each
the
their own.
some of the gameplay definitely intrigued me.
Yeah, it
and
intrigues, but it just doesn't like. Hey, I gotta buy this right now.
I have
You know?
I haven't been wanting to play Dead Rising 3 up until I just saw an interview. I think it was like a half-hour interview. I think it was on IGN. But now I want to play it really badly.
Dead Rising 3. I've seen gameplay. I watched
Some of it's a little
a
over the
15-minute
top.
gameplay,
Okay, a
and
lot over the top.
I liked it. It's going to be all at night. It's going to, I think, finally get rid of the timed thing because
It's all new gameplay.
Dead
yeah.
Rising is probably one of the most unforgiving games I've seen outside of Dark Souls.
Was Dead Rising the first one on the original Xbox?
no,
No,
it was 360.
360.
Okay.
And if you didn't save, you lost everything.
Yeah.
I just wasn't. I just never was into the Dead Rising.
It was the
games.
gameplay.
It was
the
fun.
gameplay that killed it for me.
It was just so prohibitive. I mean, I would go through and play the intro part 10 times because I would forget to go to a couch and save.
Yep.
Or I would do, 10 minutes of activities and then get killed and you have to start over again. It's like, fuck this game.
There's
Hold
two
on.
things they changed. One is now you can make weapons on the fly. You don't have to go to a fucking table and do it. And I thought that The Last of Us did that really nicely.
Yeah, they did a very good job of
As
that.
far as inventory control, you're vulnerable like when you're accessing your inventory, and it's more realistic, I think.
I never really had a problem with that, though.
No.
Okay.
No.
Two things. Captain Morgan's hit me. Okay.
Morgaine.
Morgaine. And Kai Tai, love you to death, but you're fucking insane. Okay.
Wait, what? Killer Instinct will make you want to get it. Nope.
Okay, here's the deal. I have
If-
zero interest in fighting games.
Yeah.
I agree. It looks pretty. I'd watch somebody
I'd
play
probably
it.
watch people play it.
The last fighting game I was interested in, me and James were interested in, we actually stole a page from a magazine in a
And you've only heard this story like 5 times probably over the last year.
Yeah, that's the last time we stole it so we could have the all the modalities for fatalities. Whatever. Shut the fuck up.
Friendships and all
seriously?
that for Mortal Kombat 3, or was it Ultimate Mortal Kombat? I don't remember. Well, I was not paying
I
attention.
got out
to this.
of combat games when I was younger, and I think it's because I'm not good at remembering combos, and I would just button mash and button mash and button mash.
WWF attitude? Are you fucking kidding me? The only thing I can do, remember, I used to do the grapple thing, and then I would do
Yeah,
the,
but I had a lot more incentive because I was really into wrestling at the time.
Yeah.
dude, the only thing I could do with the WWF attitude was like a grapple and then a hold. Like I couldn't. I'd have to press pause and look at the moves to be able to do it.
Yep. Super kick was like left, down, left A or something. I can't remember.
I remember the complicated controls for that, yeah. I never
But
really
look
got
back
into
on
it.
now, I swear, like those attitude like era games were pretty in depth. Like they had the Sunday night shows.
You could create your entire
Like
pay-per-view.
SmackDown?
You could, yeah.
I remember Corey made
they're,
Jason.
They're now touting like the create your own pay-per-view and create your own background. So like, bitch, we could do that on the PlayStation 1.
Me and Corey spent hours making them. Like we would call people in from backstage
Yeah,
and shit
fuck
like that.
THQ and Jukes. Just give it back to Acclaim. Let them take over.
Yeah, me and Corey used to have hours and hours of just having. I remember Corey would go to the library and print off all the pages for SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, like because we were excited when we got it, dude. It was so much fun.
I spent $20 once at the library printing off pictures of South Park character wrestlers.
I remember that.
In black and white, no less. I have the binder somewhere, I think, still.
Nice.
Mhm.
As of November 3rd,
Are
which
we
was 2
really
days ago.
slurring, Dank?
I think I am
Probably.
because it's hit me really hard, and I feel because I have a low tolerance for alcohol, and
I've got TMJ, so my voice is naturally slurry, I guess. But I also took a big chug of Captain Morgan.
and sometimes,
chick bug of-
sometimes I stutter, so it happens.
Yeah, my lovely TMJ fucks up my voice all the time. I sound stupid when I talk, but I just try not to listen.
So, anyways, as of the 3rd, you've been able to preload
I'm just a little bit lit, effing toast, okay?
Call of Duty Ghosts for the PlayStation 3. I know
Sorry.
it's not a news story, but it was kind of annoying to me because they said it would be available on the 3rd at 3:30 p.m., which ended up not being the actual time. It didn't actually get
I
up
agree
until
with you,
around
James.
11.
It's kind of fucked up because it should be
It should be
Midnight.
equal to physical.
Yeah, it should be. It should have been Eastern time, midnight for you, and Eastern and Central time, midnight, and Mountain time, and Pacific
Yeah.
time.
People are getting it before anyone else, though.
It happens when you go to brick and mortar too. It
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah,
you can program it to happen like that.
That's
I
what we're
guess so.
saying is like I could have literally went to Call of Duty, hung out with a bunch of dude bros for half an hour in the nice weather that we were having, and got a physical copy and got home and being able to play a little bit before I had to go to bed.
That's what you should have done.
I
No.
should have. I honestly should have.
No, because you would have got $10 back then.
I'm okay with that. I would have had money, but it's going to be something I think about in the future for sure. But I don't have this as a story, and this is also just a heads up. Target and Amazon are both going to have a sale. I think they said starting on the 10th. Buy 2, get 1 free. PlayStation 4 launch titles. So definitely check that out. I'm probably going to be getting Knack, Shadowfall, and Assassin's Creed.
Just a little bit. Did you say his name?
Dank is Wes.
Dank is West.
Just a little bit.
You can just say West. It's cool.
Wow.
Um,
Is that 80 proof or something?
It is 70 proof.
Wow, I must have took more than I thought I did.
Dude, you were sucking it down like a fucking baby
Oh,
bottle.
I
over
was.
there.
Look at Mr. fucking
I
baby
drank more
bottle
than
over
him.
here,
He's
man.
6'20".
First man in existence, 6'20".
Also, over the last week, we had the PlayStation 4 Ultimate Frequently Asked Questions Guide for North America released, answering all kinds of questions, pissing off all kinds of people, including myself, as far as the lack of MP3 and DLNA support, which
That doesn't bother me. So does that mean you can't play music from your computer?
it means you can't stream media, period, from your computer to your PlayStation, which is
Is it going to eventually come?
probably now that people have bitched about it, possibly.
BFD. Okay.
Xbox
Big
has
FD.
already Xbox has already turned around and said, "Fuck you, we're doing it." So
You can play CDs on the Xbox One.
It's the same thing you could do with the Xbox 360, but once you burn it, you can't do anything with it.
yeah, I didn't like that with the Xbox One or 360. Excuse me.
The
when
only
they did
thing I
that.
can see being
Oh, you're right. It says it does not play MP3 files, but it will be. So they're just basically fucking you over, saying you have to use our online streaming service.
Which isn't a bad. I mean, if you're going to use it, $40 a year is not that bad. With people are going to buy PS.
Let's stop for a second here and honestly answer this question. How often did you play MP3s through your console?
Okay, at first I did it. For the first 2 months I did, but once I realized that because I used to. What's the rock band you got me into, James? Atreyu. I used to blare Atreyu when I played Call of Duty. I used to love doing that. But then I learned, hey, I need to be able to hear people's footsteps, so I couldn't do it anymore.
I must use
I
it.
used to get jacked up playing fucking Call of Duty, listening to Atreyu fucking playing that shit.
I used to use it for achievement hunting. Whenever I was trying to go back and do shit that I've already seen, I would blare
Well,
some music,
then I learned how to use Diversity, and I was able to listen to Winamp channels through my Xbox while I was playing games.
which is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a big deal because I mean, if anything, I can just if I'm just playing the game, I can just switch over to my my receiver and switch over and listen to my computer anyways.
Yeah. It just sucks that it existed in your current gen and then you removed it
But
as a feature.
I mean,
and you know they removed it
it's
because
released,
they're
James. How many times how many updates before we got that on the Xbox 360? Think about that. How many updates before we had the ability to stream any media file we wanted?
it was on there to begin with, I thought.
No, not all files.
Well, no, not all like codecs and whatnot.
Yeah,
no.
that was a huge problem.
That took a while, but you were able to play MP3s from the get-go.
I just don't see it being a big deal. The biggest thing I think I'm upset about is the visualizer for the PS3 is gone.
Yeah, that sucks because
Or PS4.
that was kind of cool. But
Where you could see like the Earth rotation while the music played and like all
yeah,
the
it was
cool...
pretty cool. I'll show you later if you haven't
I
seen
wonder if
it.
they're gonna bring that cancer thing to the PS4. Remember when it first came out? You had the PS4.
Oh, folding at home?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Doubtful.
Well, how much more power they have now? They can probably cure cancer in a week.
You guys can stop folding. We've cured all.
We've passed cancer. We've cured Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Michael J. Fox, thanks you.
And AIDS is next. We got 3 days.
We're crunching the numbers now.
We're creating viruses. Stop.
I'm just thinking of what else was any kind of a big deal on here, other than the hard drive being only 500 gigs and you can upgrade it.
I think it's the biggest
Not
problem.
external drive though.
Huge.
No.
I think the biggest problem is with not being able to change your hard drive out with the Xbox One.
That is a big problem, especially if you're going digital.
Huge problem.
If
Because
you're not going digital,
in the end,
that's fine.
In the end, they're going to be offering bigger hard drives, but they say year 5. I want to say probably.
The problem is the biggest drive you can get
Year
that
two.
the biggest drive you can get that fits the specification for the PlayStation 4 right now is 1.5 terabytes.
That's
is
great.
good.
Perfect.
Which is fair.
If you're going all digital, that's still not. Well, you know what? It doesn't fucking matter because you're not playing.
In 2
all those
years, you
digital
would
ones.
never. You wouldn't. With the you could buy. I don't see how people do this, but you probably buy 15 games a year and still have 500 gigabytes left to fuck around with.
I saw some douchebag who's like, I consider myself a hardcore gamer and I buy 24 games a year.
then
Where do you
just
work
delete
at,
them
you
after
dumb
you're
fuck?
done, you
How?
moron?
Okay, first of all, how are you playing all those games?
Think about that. 20. That's 2 games a month. And say he completes them. That's
He's basically you like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
what?
Like where you worked at pizza and like worked a shift and then came home and just stay up all night playing Call of Duty for 8 to 10 hours at a time.
That's multiple games.
I know,
true.
but I'm saying
Who
that
has-
I'm saying that
Unless
the
you-
amount of time you spent on Call of Duty could have been multiple games.
I'm saying unless you have, I would say, a $30,000 a year job, there's no way you can afford that.
You can.
$60 a buck, 60 times. Well, no, that'd be 100. Let me think about that. Be 60 times 24. What's the math on that?
I will do it later.
Yeah.
But anyways, at this point,
I'm not buying everything new necessarily.
you can be semi less pissed off
He
about
said
the whole
hardcore, so that means brand new.
internet connection requirement for the first download because they will have a USB option available,
Not a big deal.
like they currently have with the Xbox. Or sorry.
Well, I mean, if you want to
PlayStation
have your
3.
system, even if the Xbox 360, if you want to have your system updated, you have to connect to the internet. I mean,
Yeah, you can't be all up in arms about, oh, I just
Can't they
bought
just
a
ship
computer.
me a CD?
That's what people ask me all the time. If I do, it'll be out of date by the time it gets there, you fucking retard.
I want to hear him say to somebody, listen here, you douchebag.
Oh, you haven't seen the emails at my work. Sorry. bud. I went to this store and I didn't get my points. These people need to be told what they're doing.
Okay.
Thank you for the address, asshole.
Plink is one of the greatest.
You know, I wasn't going to bring back Plink up, bring Plink back up, because we weren't going to advertise them or whatever, but they have fucking amazing customer service.
They do. They really do.
I
I spent $100 getting gift cards for Amazon, and for some stupid ass, I understand because a couple of the Circle K's in our area used to be
no,
shells.
not a couple, all of them, pretty much.
They all used to be shells, and for some reason, Visa's
It's
a
not
retard.
that. Circle K is basically partnered with Shell. I looked
Yes,
it up on
but
Wikipedia.
if your employees in the store are wearing Circle K, it's a Circle K fucking store. It's not anything
Well,
else.
anyways, the
Shell.
problem is that Plink
Certainly
uses
brand.
your
Yeah.
Plink uses your bank information. What it's on your what is it called? Your bank
We
statement.
expect payment, Plink.
Anyways, they check your bank statement for certain names, and of course, ours when we shop at Circle K shows up as Shell. So Will emailed them. They fixed his and some that he probably shouldn't have had fixed.
Yeah, like there's like 90 points, but I think if you spend at least $1, they give you 10 points anyways.
And Will told me about it, and I was like, oh, I checked mine, and I sure as fuck, it was picked up a Shell, so they didn't give me points. I emailed them. I'm like, so how's their turnaround? He's like, oh, you can expect an email tomorrow morning. It's not even 10 minutes later, I get an email, and they're like, yeah, we've already credited you. Just from now on, just send a photocopy of it instead and let us know. So it was just fucking amazing. So I gave them props on Twitter, and they loved it, and blah, 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 blah.
Great company.
So anyways, Plink is awesome. You should check them out. If you want to use them, let me know because we get reference points and stuff.
Well,
The OTR podcast is brought.
The OTR podcast is brought to you by Plink.
I wish.
Yeah,
money,
we need some
bitches.
sponsors. That's what we
Give me
need.
some money, bitches.
Anybody got some sponsors? How about Kai's game business thing?
What? Game business thing?
Doesn't he do game? I don't know.
Neospawn Games?
Yes. The OTR podcast is brought to you by
I believe he's
Neospawn.
still doing Neospawn. I don't know. I know there was some drama recently from the Facebook posts I saw, but I think he's still with Neospawn.
I think so, just from what I've seen recently, but I haven't.
Why did
checked
we
in.
allow the word drama to become part of our
That's drama.
Because drama happened.
Yeah, it's drama,
not
but
drama.
we don't. It. I don't know.
conflict? That's what it is. It's conflict.
No,
Same
I think
diff.
it's
It's
drama.
conflict.
Isn't it the same fucking thing? Shut up.
Okay, apparently it's gotten fixed.
Okay.
Respawn is back.
Respawn is back on.
Everything is great. Everything's fine.
Everything's good.
I don't think there's anything else on this other than DualShock 4 not coming with a controller if you buy it off the. Not coming with a USB cord if you buy it off the shelf. You have to use the one that comes with the
If
system.
you don't have a mini USB cord by now, by 2013,
micro. Sorry.
the one like my phone, you mean?
Yeah, micro.
Micro.
Then you're SOL.
Dirty
because,
jobs.
Yeah, micro. Dirty jobs.
Because 90% of Android phones out there, or even what's the
Well,
I was trying to think of the
That's
word.
that is the quote of the day right there.
Unless you own an iPhone,
Arnold.
it's almost nearly impossible for you not to have a micro
That's true.
USB cord lying around somewhere.
So
I
I got,
agree. Yeah.
I got to get my hands on the PlayStation 4 yet again at a local GameStop.
Yeah.
still-
Thanks for inviting me,
I
Dick.
still love that fucking controller. I did. Didn't I tell you about it and say,
No.
hey, by the way, yes, I did.
No,
Well,
I was looking on this. I saw Foursquare. Checking out the PS4. Like, okay.
It was in a chat that I sent to you. I said, hey, just a heads up, the local
Oh, the chat that
GameStop.
you guys update a bajillion times with things I can't understand. Okay.
Oh, today was a huge
Yeah, you went from
thing.
a mall shooting to a protest. I thought that was connected. That there was shootings at the protest.
No,
I'm like, I don't know what the
no,
fuck's going
that's,
on.
That's what I thought it was too, because I was like, protest.
Oh, it was great. 'Cause
You
then-
guys were just all over the
They're
place.
like, by the way,
Suck a dick, traitor!
by the way, if you cross this line, you are getting arrested. Cross arrest. It's like,
I'm thinking the shooting has to do with that. I'm like,
what did you think was going to
I was
happen?
lost as fuck. I didn't know what the fuck you guys
The
were talking
interview,
about.
no, the reason I showed you the interview is because the guy was jacked on adrenaline. This dude was like jacked.
Yeah, that was earlier today that I didn't even hear about until then.
Yeah.
Or last night. I don't know. It was last
It was
night. or
last
today.
night sometime.
I don't know. It was still dark out when they did the interview, so I don't know.
Could have been like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I don't know.
4 p.m.
Yeah, I think I'm done reading all the stuff from the FAQ. I don't think there was really much anymore to
Yeah,
touch
that's
on.
2 shows in and of itself, right?
Yeah,
there.
right there. We already went over that, and we already went over that. And moving on, apparently with Assassin's Creed 4, there is an only mandatory 20 minutes outside of the Animus. Why did people hate getting out of the Animus?
I don't understand either.
That was like the whole
They
appeal of
said
the game to me.
Only
Dude,
mandatory. I don't think it's.
I was searching that whole Assassin's Creed 3. I was searching that whole cave for anything.
I think it's people who are just really enjoy being in the game and they don't want to necessarily have the outside the Animus sections.
But
I mean,
that
it's not
is-
an option.
That's how you.
That's
make
the story.
though.
I agree, but I don't think they care about the story. They just want to play as a pirate.
Well, fuck you. This
Okay,
coming
mother.
from every.
I like going outside.
We've
the
played
Animus.
every single Assassin's Creed to date.
Assassin's Creed. When that was it, Brotherhood. When you were in Monticello, and like you went there as a Ezio, and you're like going around that little city with your Uncle Mario
Yeah.
or whatever. And then it was outside the Animus. It was like modern day, the same city, and you
Yep.
saw like the differences. You know, you saw motorcycles, and you're like, "What the fuck is this? This is crazy."
Yeah, yeah. It's so great if they can pull it off. Mixing the two worlds again, that'd be great. I'd like to see them do more of that.
I think it's going to happen at some point. I just don't know. It's going to have to
It's-
be one where they're going to have to really work on it, so it can't be an annual.
Yeah, don't be an
release
annual
section.
shit. I fucking hate that they did that because they could have done so much better with Assassin's Creed 4.
I
At least
agree.
from what I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't played it yet. I just. It's gone from being a relatable thing with Altair and then having 3 games with Ezio where you really became attached to the character. There's another cry your eyes out moment for anyone that's listening to the previous stories, is Assassin's Creed's moments of crying. But then they're switching over to a new character and a new character and a new character. It's like, I can't get attached to anybody. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, and yet they're gonna do it again and probably again next year.
Probably.
So, anyways, there's only a mandatory amount of time out of there. Apparently, there's also a lot of lore. I guess you can follow up in there.
Good.
They were talking about how there's a crossover with Watch Dogs.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I didn't see the video.
There's
IGN put
It's
it
an
up.
email about CentOS, basically, or CityOS. Sorry, CentOS is an actual operating system.
Speaking of Assassin's Creed, do we have the information about the season passes?
I did not. Is there information with season passes? I'm sick of season passes.
Ubisoft has gotten rid of them.
Oh, good.
So anything, including Assassin's Creed 4, any game that just came out and in the future will no longer require a season pass.
Very good.
I'm sorry, not season pass, an online pass. Season pass is different because of the DLC and all that. I'm talking You don't have to pay to play multiplayer. You don't have to pay to have specific things.
I mean, it was cool, but then like after a while, you're like, this is.
Well, they also apparently the reason that this might have come about is because they were going to restrict some single player content in Assassin's Creed 4 with a pay pass, or basically if you didn't buy it new, you wouldn't have that part of the single player.
You can't play as Captain Morgaine.
Yeah, apparently it's a thing where once you beat another ship, you get it in your inventory, and then you can use it kind of like a Brotherhood. You can send it out on quests to pick up stuff for you while you're playing the game. Apparently, if you bought the game used, you would not be able to get those ships or use them. But then when that came out soon after, they did away with it altogether. And they said, you know what, everything's free from here on out.
Very cool. I don't think anything is happening. I was just happening to look at my calendar and see if there's anything coming up in the next week. I don't think we have any actual events this week. Anything big or anything. I'm looking forward
What are
to
you talking about? Big.
Within-
PS4 comes out in like 9 days.
No. I said within the next week.
Jackass.
So I'm
Cut
talking
you.
from
Fucking
today
cut you.
till next Monday. We
Still
got.
wrong.
I don't think we got
I don't
anything.
care. Cut you.
We're looking forward to the PlayStation Portable app or PlayStation app coming out on Android. I think that comes out 2 days before the actual console. So we'll probably do a short little thing on that as well. If it's worth it. I don't even fucking know yet.
And next Friday we're doing with the 24 hours.
On the... Wow, just got rid of all my shit. On the 14th, I will be off of work, waiting hopefully to see if my package comes early. I doubt it, but, just in case I took it off.
And I'll be here that
Will
night.
will probably be
playing
joining me for the rest of that day.
Let's Play
I
Last of
will
Us.
probably be off for the unboxing and first day as well.
15th, I'll be off of work again. We'll be expecting the PlayStation 4 for sure at that point in time. Will will also be getting his, but his is at the other place, so there'll be lots of driving
Once
back
I
and
get
forth.
there, well, I mean, on my scooter, what I'll do that night is I'll come over and then when it gets late, I'll go home so I can wake up and hopefully have it.
Okay. Then, of course, the 16th will be our Extra Life Marathon, 25 hours. We don't have to do 25 hours, I found out.
Didn't
so
they just do that, though?
Yes. The official one was this last weekend. But they said you can do it anytime you want, really. They don't give a fuck. It's like running a mile for cancer. Nobody gives a fuck if you ran. They just care about the money you gave.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible. I do
It does.
but
But at the same time, it makes sense.
yeah. So, I mean, we'll be doing ours. I don't know if I'll do the full 25. I might puss out. 12 and a half hours is all that's required since there's two of us.
I could probably hang out for a little bit.
There, if we get Corey in there, that's even less time required.
Oh, screw you, James, you pussy.
I'm just saying. I'm thinking of like all of the times I've been playing recently and how long I've played. I don't know if I could do 25 hours.
I just have to find a new game.
Well, we're gonna have a completely new console to mess with. I
Well,
wonder
you'll be
if playing
playing that new console, I have to play something else.
Does
I'm not gonna
playing
sit
with
there and
the-
watch you play for 25 hours?
does playing with the UI count? Because I'll probably be doing that a lot.
With playing with myself.
There you go, touching on yourself.
Companion
feeling
apps. Is there any companion apps for Battlefield or anything?
Yeah, commander mode.
There you go, Corey.
If you're lucky enough to be the commander. Anyways, somebody else had a anniversary this my mouth is just not working tonight. Uncharted 3 second anniversary. So they decided to release all multiplayer maps for free. Don't everybody clap at once.
I already got them for when I had PSN Plus.
Oh,
Well,
I
now
didn't.
they're free for people who don't have PS.
No, they're free for everybody, and I don't know if I really care because honestly, I played them for the single player. I didn't.
Yeah. Uncharted is a game you play for the story.
Yeah. The I played The Last of Us, a little bit of multiplayer for that. I actually did have fun playing it, but it's really complicated because the controls are all wonky because you're third person.
I did pretty well on it the couple matches I played.
They just released some stuff for Halloween, I think. I think it's called the Horror Pack or something like that.
The Horror Pack?
Yeah, the Horror Pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ellie looks like a little tramp.
Ooh, yeah. Anyways, moving on.
No comment.
I think we mentioned this earlier in the show, but Target will be offering... Hey, look, there's the link you were looking for, by the way. I don't know if you're looking for the Amazon part of that. It might be.
What's that?
It's in the notes. But anyways, Target will be offering buy two, get one free launch week. I'm looking for the dates here for you. Target flyer. There it is. Boom.
Should be Sunday.
Shows Killzone, Shadowfall, Knack, NBA 2K14, which looks pretty good, but I'm not into sports. Madden 25, FIFA 14, which I don't care about. Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and Battlefield 4. Of those three, I'll probably be getting Shadowfall, Knack, and Assassin's Creed. Although I could do Battlefield. I could do Battlefield and resell it, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather just take the chance of getting a good game like Knack. Knack was fun. I did get to play the demo at GameStop. I don't know. When's the next time you're available to go to GameStop and just hang out? I'd suggest tonight, but we're in the middle of a show and they're already closed.
Now. Done.
Let's go. No.
Fuck it.
Sony Rewards
Do it tomorrow.
is taking a little page out of Xbox's book by instituting a points system for purchases on pretty much anything Sony related. Looks like tablets, cameras, TVs, headsets, Blu-ray players, blah, 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 blah. You get points for purchases, and those points can be used to purchase more shit. Yay, consumerism.
Hold on,
Anyways.
Caleb. Both of us have the bundle. So if we would got the Battlefield 4 extra, we would have sold on eBay for it. It would cost us what, $60 for 3 games or 2 games, basically. That's what we were referring to.
Yes.
Yes.
Smithers.
Yes.
All right, so it's 10 o'clock. We'll go ahead and try and speed through these last couple of stories here. Then we'll try and do a live hangout thing, and I'll have to send out the link to everybody. But anyways, Call of Duty Ghosts resolutions on PS4 and 360 and all those. It has been confirmed. This is old news to everybody, I'm sure. But anyways, PlayStation 4 will handle 60 frames per second at 1080p. Xbox One will be at 720.
I find it kind of funny.
720p upscaled to 1080p.
Excuse me, yes.
I find it really funny that it's flip-flopped since the last generation. Now, instead of games being ported from the Xbox 360, it's being ported from the PS4 to the Xbox One.
I don't think it's necessarily that. I don't know if I'm hearing so many mixed stories. I don't know if it's the hardware. Don't know if it's the
Mark
developers.
Rubin already came out and said why it was.
It's still not a clear answer.
What did Ruben say?
He said that it was essentially just the way that it came out when they developed it. Just the system hardware basically made it that way.
We just couldn't.
Shocking!
Do it. We just couldn't do it. They didn't try. They didn't have enough time.
Well, I heard a lot of developers having a problem with the ERAM on the Xbox One.
He said that they look pretty much essentially identical. They
Which
both
is
look
bullshit.
Great.
Bullshit.
Really? I haven't seen the video to.
You and I are going to be the only two in this room that are going to be able to tell the difference because Will's TV only has 720.
And let's see, if on the 26th of the month, it'll be 3 months, and then I'll have that money from you, which then I'll go out and buy my.
Wait, was it 3 months or 6 months? I thought
6 months. No, I said on 26th
gotcha.
this month and 3 months from then.
And how much do I need? $200?
$200.
Okay.
It'd probably be March of next
I
year.
should start saving.
Yeah, March of next year.
Yeah, I think it was March. I'll go ahead and put that in my calendar so I remember. I think we already kind of went over this too. The Walking Dead Season 2
We did.
trailer. Didn't we go over that last week?
We put the teaser was out. I don't think we went over the teaser, which really was only a couple seconds long.
Yeah, just showed her being a little bit older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No big
running.
deal. Sell it, keep it, trash it. What are you going to do with your Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3?
Keep
I am selling it to old neighbor of mine so that she has like 4
You're selling
kids.
your what? Xbox 360 or
Yeah.
PS3?
Xbox 360.
Are you going to hold on to your PS3?
Yeah, because I have a couple games I gotta play still on it.
Okay.
So. But to them for $50 because at least they'll have something. Because right now the only thing they have is a Wii.
Yeah, I know somebody who is still playing on a Wii and original Xbox, I believe.
Oof.
That's brutal.
So I was thinking about trying to offer it to them for like $100 or just give it to them completely. Although I found that the guy's kind of a douchebag, so I don't know if I want to give it to him for free. I got to think of the kids, I guess. Think of the kids.
Yeah, think of the kids.
So yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of the 360. The PS3, I definitely have more backlog to play, which is going to be great because I have, there's not going to be a huge flux of games coming out for the PS4 this year.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no, but depends on how good the indie game's coming out. Because there's going to be a few games coming out in Christmas time.
I
put
actually
money on
watched IGN do Resogun live for like an hour,
Uh-huh.
and I'm kind of intrigued. It looks very challenging, but I didn't really even get the whole point of the game, but it looks great too. even on a stream. Corey, what about you?
Keeping my 360.
What about your PS3?
Probably.
Well, because it's Blu-ray player. That's why.
Well, if I get a PS4, then I'm definitely gonna be selling the PS3 because at that point I don't have a huge library to go back to. The
Yeah.
360, and the thing with me is once I go to a new console, I usually look at the old console as like old news. But in this situation, it's just as good in my opinion. I mean, it's not like a huge advancement like I was saying earlier with the Xbox One versus the Xbox 360, and the Xbox 360 still has plenty of games for me to play that are actually awesome. So I plan on keeping my 360.
I still have the backlog of PS3 games to go through, like all the what is it? Killzone. I keep wanting to say Dead Rising. What is it? The something. I don't fucking remember. The Resistance, Fall of Man, and all that. Hopefully finish up Heavy Rain this week. And I probably have another handful of games to play still. Oh yeah, Infamous. I want to play the Infamous series too.
Yeah.
I know it's meh.
Pisses me off
but I
because
wanna play it.
Infamous was free on PSN like 6 months ago.
Yeah, I know. We missed out on all that,
Fucking
but
pissed me off.
still, when you compare all of Xbox's offerings to the PlayStation Network for free games, there's no contest.
Yeah.
At least for me, because I mean, the PlayStation, they're all games that I haven't played, and everything that Microsoft is releasing is games that I've already played. Not to mention, I have a massive collection of digital games now. Like, I just got the console no more than not even a couple months, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I have a massive collection of games to play now too. Speaking of which, Ico. What was the big deal about Ico? Because I really didn't like
It was a visual arts kind of deal. It's supposed to be just different than most video games that you'd play during that genre.
it. Definitely was. It was different, and I didn't
I believe
really
it's
like
the same
it.
people that made Shadow of the Colossus, which was another one that was just kind of it was different than what you'd normally play. It wasn't quite an RPG, but it wasn't quite an action game. It was kind of a mix of those styles of game.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and interrupt our stories for now. I have 2 announcements. Don't forget to check out the newtech.tv. We're still found there at the podcast network, but also Effin Toast, the awesome dude that he is, finished up the newtech.fm.
We need to spit milk at each other.
we can now actually post new games in there.
Will
Yeah.
didn't read the description
No,
apparently.
he didn't. Yeah, we need to shoot milk in each other's eyes with bacteria and shit and get pink eye. It's gotta be awesome.
We had the highest
It'd be-
documented amount of cases of pink eye in known existence.
I
apparently.
I fixed your name, by the way, because it looked ridiculous when I added the Twitter information in there.
It'd be easier just to fart on James's pillow without any boxers on.
Oh,
Big
dude,
guy.
who was that? Was that Louis C.K. that said that joke? He said I sat there on a pillow and just farted into it and just went, worst decision ever or something like that. I forget. It was hilarious. Louis C.K.
There's
is,
also on Knocked Up too, when they all had pink eye. You have it too? No, I'm just really stoned.
but yeah, if you haven't got a chance to check out Louis C.K., he's a funny guy. I love him. Watching his short ran TV show right now, and I have 2 more of his HBO specials to watch. Also, don't forget to check out our brothers in podcasting, the Banter Podcast, banterpodcast.tumblr.com, or you can search for Banter Podcast on YouTube. You should be able to find them there. A couple of great guys. They do exactly what we do, except they talk about a lot of things, not just games. So yeah, don't forget to do that. I don't know. Do you know if we can still take donations from Extra Life or no?
I'm pretty sure we can up until the what do you call it? When we do it on the 15th or whatever.
I don't know. I want to look this up because that's actually. I don't know if you can still donate. Let me check. I'll go to my page real quick and see if you can. Oh, I gotta log in. Speaking of which, anybody who uses LastPass, make sure you're upgraded to version 3. Fucking awesome. Love the new interface there.
Should we skip the last one, considering we're talking about Extra Life?
No, Extra Life came under attack this last week.
3 times.
3
in the
times.
US.
Those
Same day.
douchebags. So I don't know who to actually.
I'm gonna fart in their pillows if I find out who it is.
Hacking the Susan B. Komen website because they're fucking pricks.
Yeah.
But the people, the charity that actually.
Unless there's something that we don't know about Extra Life that they thought was bad, I think it was just a malicious attempt at trying to do something that everyone else wanted to do.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, they are still taking donations. So lucky you guys if anybody actually does want to give a donation and up the amount of money that we actually have donated to them. Even if it's just $1, I don't fucking care. Donate it. Be awesome.
Help the kiddies.
help the kids and motivate us to play for 25 hours or 12 and a half hours.
Throw
whatever
them
we do.
under distributed denial of service attacks.
Please don't. That's not cool at all.
Not even.
That's it for stories. This has been one heck of a year, and hopefully we can only get better. You know what? Actually, I'd like to see is
More viewers, listeners.
We have 6 right now, so that's cool.
Sweet.
But anyways, I'd like to see us get more conversational, a little bit more relaxed. Instead of me facing the computer, I'd rather have us sitting like on a couch or a round table type deal.
I like the round table idea with
Yeah.
like an apparatus in the middle, not a dildo,
Just an upside dildo.
Yeah.
You know,
Keep
one of the
in
ones
mind,
that has
Corey,
the
keep in
plunger
mind.
on the bottom, so it goes.
but like 3 cameras, 3 microphones in a circle, so we can all kind of just look at each other.
And
stare into the
well,
camera
see, this
and
is what I was
souls.
thinking. I was thinking about getting these dealies, the mics that go here,
Okay.
wireless mics. I don't know. I watched IGN the other day, and they were all sitting on the couches, all chill, drinking beer. Had those fuckers on there, and it was awesome.
And IGN's also a big money.
I don't give a fuck. I will pay for
production
those
of
microphones.
Professional value.
You get that Bluetooth one that goes around your neck.
You
No, that's lame.
you could.
I'll look into it, but
I
yeah.
agree. I like the idea of a more formal, kind of round table discussion.
Because then we can actually see live facial reactions. Because I'm basically looking at you two on a 3x4 inch screen.
I can see your face from here. So.
I see the back of your balding head. That's all I see.
It's all good. It's all good. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us tonight, and also thank you for supporting us for the last year. Not financially, but just spirit.
But if you
I
want to
don't wanna
support
say
us financially,
spiritually,
I
but
mean,
you know what
go
I mean.
ahead and if you want to send us checks payable to.
We'll send nudie pics.
LogicSlayer@gmail.com. That's the PayPal account. Just, just kidding.
BobTitanic@gmail.
Yeah. So thank you for hanging out with us all year long. We hope to have another full year. I honestly have many times thought about calling it quits, but yeah, I hope to do another year and hope to keep 6 people entertained. Woot. Or more. This has been James for the OTR podcast.
This has been Will.
Corey.
Thank you guys. Have a good night. See you next week.
Peace.
Peace, bitches.